Do we really need werewolves now? Recently, The Sims team announced a roadmap for The Sims 4, including 2 cash grabs. I mean, 2 kits and a game pack. The game pack is not officially referred to as the werewolf pack. It is called Go Wild, but it basically is a werewolf pack. We have it confirmed that it is a werewolf pack. But other than that, we don't really know much about it at this stage, which is worrying for me. Recently, a modder made an incredible werewolf mod, which I played myself, and I can categorically tell you it was hilarious. And I will link to that mod in the bio if you want to check it out. I just don't know how EA could implement werewolves any better, and I don't know how I feel about another game pack. The last game pack we received, My Wedding Stories, was an absolute disaster. Even now, after multiple attempts to fix a pack, they literally still haven't done it. I play tested this pack so many times, and each time I failed to actually have a wedding without something going wrong. The previous game pack before this, Dream Home Decorator, was again a very limited pack, which despite being a game pack, didn't really come with any new gameplay other than a career, which has some limited interactions. Clearly, The Sims 4 is on its last leg of life, and to release more gameplay on top of the myriad of gameplay we already have that is completely broken is just bizarre to me. This happened similarly near the end of The Sims 3's era, where now they actually only recommend you play the game with 1 or a limited number of packs activated at a time so you don't cause a game to crash. Despite that, interestingly for me, The Sims 3 actually runs better and faster now than The Sims 4 does, and it has less bugs and glitches. There's this weird vibe with The Sims 4 right now where everybody's complaining that the game is broken and literally doesn't work, and everybody is complaining about all these new kits that are coming out, yet every single time a new pack comes out or a new kit comes out, everybody buys it and they feed the issue that's incentivizing EA to continue making all these packs, even though they don't work very well or have much substance. Whether it's the Sims team's fault for doing this and simply being lazy or demotivated, or if it's coming from EA trying to push packs out too fast or try and push packs that people don't want to make, I do not know what the problem is. None of us actually know, but clearly there is a problem. As a person who has played with most of the major packs in The Sims 4's life, I can't help but notice there is just a massive drop in quality in all of the packs in the recent years. Worst of all, the prices haven't even reduced in line with the fact that we're getting much less content, especially content that literally doesn't work. Instead, we're paying for packs which I have proven and many other people have proven to be completely broken. They are faulty products, and it does make me extremely worried about having a werewolf pack for The Sims 4. And you know, I considered not making this video because I recently applied for the EA Creator Network and I didn't want EA to reject me on the basis of complaining about The Sims 4 too much. But then I realized it would be incredibly immoral for me to just pretend I'm so excited for a werewolf pack and just lie when clearly I'm really not looking forward to it. The worst thing is I've always wanted werewolves in The Sims 4. Werewolves has always been one of my favorite occult gameplays since The Sims 2. And honestly, I was so surprised when they released Realm of Magic that they didn't actually put werewolves in that pack, because it's such a great world to put werewolves in, and werewolves are magic, screw it, like they are in a magic cult, they could fit in a Realm of Magic world. And it seems really bizarre to me that they're making an entire new game pack for werewolves called Go Wild instead of just integrating it as a pack refresh for the Realm of Magic pack. And that just begs a question, like, do we really need an entire pack just for werewolves? Let's consider the Sims 3 era. We got a pack that came with wizards, witches, vampires, werewolves, fairies, zombies, and better ghosts, all with really engaging gameplay and abilities thanks to The Sims 3 Supernatural. The pack also came with a humongous new world and a lot of build by objects too. So the fact that I know that The Sims team could give us so much in a big pack rather than just chuck a tiny thing, call it a game pack, just really bugs me. They know that people have been begging for werewolves for ages, and it's so easy just to make an entire pack focus on them and then to upsell it as a game pack. Granted, there could be more with this pack, there could be more substance to it, it's just we literally do not know anything at this stage. But it's safe to say in the Sims 4 era compared to the Sims 2 and the Sims 3, they seem to be following this pattern of splitting different ideas up into individual packs. But do you remember early on in the Sims 4 days how aliens were just put with Get to Work, mermaids were just put with Island Living? Like, werewolves don't just have to come in their own pack or Go Wild, especially seeming that it could definitely fit in, as I said, either Realm of Magic or Outdoor Retreat. And in fact, when Outdoor Retreat came out, I was incredibly surprised. Why hasn't Outdoor Retreat come with some kind of occult like a yeti or a werewolf? Because it would fit in that world so well. Even cats and dogs, like werewolves are basically dogs. But seeming that this is going to be its own game pack, my expectations are going to be very, well, they are low because of the recent events with The Sims 4, that my expectations are extremely low right now. But one thing that I do expect them to at least come with is a skill tree system. We had this for vampires, we had this for spellcasters, and we even had this for celebrities. We should probably have it for werewolves too. And to be fair, I do really like these skill tree systems. I think they make a lot of sense and they're fun gameplay. They give you a little bit of progression, which I like. And I always complain that The Sims 4 lacks any progression at all, so maybe this is a step in the right direction. Although based on The Sims 4's recent history, we are categorically not getting any whims, aspirations, goals, or traits, because we never get those anymore. The Sims team seem to have categorically abandoned all those things. One feature that a werewolf does depend on is a lunar cycle. Werewolves come out at full moon, don't they? So it kind of makes sense that we now have that in The Sims 4 with this pack. How they would actually implement such a thing in The Sims 4, we're just going to have to wait and see. In previous Sims games, werewolves have basically been like the collector occult, so they can go on hunts and they can collect things like gems while they're on hunts. That sounds like an alright gameplay idea, but I kind of want there to be a lot more substance to it than that, especially seeing that collecting gems doesn't really mean or do anything in The Sims 4 anyway. But one other thing that is extremely unique to werewolves is that they are hairy, which is very, very worrying for me, because despite the fact that so many Simmers have been asking for body hair for ages, we literally haven't got it in The Sims 4. It seems fair that they would have to implement this as a free base game update, because it is something that would be necessary for a werewolves pack, but just general body hair would suit being a base game thing. But as we all know, The Sims 4 is not an ambitious game, and especially in recent years, I think it's really important just not to get our hopes up too much about that. And another thing that I've learned not to do recently is to compare The Sims 4 to previous Sims games, because they were ambitious and The Sims 4 is not. As we all know, The Sims 4 is basically a downgrade of The Sims 3 and The Sims 2. It's just that The Sims 4 has nicer graphics, but other than that, it's not really any better in terms of gameplay. It never has been and it never will be. The Sims 4 will always be the worst Sims game in the franchise, in my opinions, and in most people's opinions, assuming that you have played all of the previous games. So we can't really compare to werewolves in The Sims 2 or The Sims 3 too much, other than basic things like the lunar cycles and the skill tree systems, and probably going on hunts and getting collectibles and things, which to me are not a game pack's worth of stuff. But then based on the recent game packs like My Wedding Stories or Dream Home Decorator, there has been a significant drop in quality. Therefore, based on this information, it is likely that we will receive another drop in quality in Go Wild. And seeing that we've already had other Sims 4 packs incorporate this thing of going wild, like the outdoor, what's it called? Go Outdoors, Outdoor Living, whatever that pack was, that is a whole pack about being in the wild. So I don't really know what other wild things they can add into a pack. But luckily, if you are a PC player, you can access werewolves right now. Oh my god, oh my god, get off me, no! What is he doing? Is he, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! He's literally weighing on the floor! Go check out this video. I did a whole mod review on it. It's one of my favorite mods for The Sims 4. It is incredible. See you in the next one.